If every time you try to open a jar, your knuckles feel like they're grinding against broken glass, stop what you're doing right now and listen closely. I'm about to reveal a simple solution that helped my 68-year-old patient go from barely holding a coffee cup to playing with her grandchildren completely pain-free in just 1 week. Using something you likely aids, I've worked with seniors who wake up each morning hoping today will finally be the day their hands cooperate. I've sat with patients in tears because they can't button their own shirt. I've seen proud grandparents turn down holding their newborn grandkids, terrified their fingers might fail them. And I've heard endless stories of people trying everything from costly creams to medications that left them feeling worse, not better. But here's the truth most doctors won't share. Arthritis pain in your hands, knees, and shoulders isn't just about getting older. It's about inflammation. Imagine inflammation as a fire blazing inside your joints. Every morning, that fire is still smoldering, and everything you eat either pours gasoline on it or helps put it out. Let me tell you about Margaret. She walked into my office last spring, 68 years old, and haven't slept through the night in 3 years because her hands throbbed so intensely. She'd wake at 2 a.m. crying, running her hands under warm water just to find relief. Her daughter had to come over twice a week to help her cook because gripping a knife was impossible. Margaret felt like she was losing her independence piece by piece, day by day. I looked at her and said, "What if I told you there's a drink? Something simple you can make in 5 minutes every morning that could change everything." She stared at me like I'd lost my mind. But I explained that for thousands of years, people in countries like India have used this remedy. Not because it's trendy, not because a celebrity endorsed it, but because it genuinely works. Margaret was doubtful. She'd already tried glucosamine, chondroitin, fish oil supplements, even prescription meds that left her dizzy and nauseous. Nothing helped. Her doctor told her it was just part of aging and to accept it. But I knew better. I knew inflammation responds to what we put in our bodies, and if we could calm it naturally, her body could start healing itself. Before I share exactly what this drink is and how to make it, you need to understand something critical. If you've been told arthritis pain is just part of getting older and you need to live with it, that's not true. Your body has an incredible ability to heal when given the right tools. What I'm about to share is one of the most powerful natural tools we have. Stick with me because in the next few minutes, I'll walk you through the exact recipe Margaret used, the science behind why it works so fast, and the 3 common mistakes people make that prevent them from seeing results. Right now, stop reading and do this. Press your thumb firmly into the back of your opposite hand right between the knuckles. Hold for 3 seconds, then release. Does that spot turn white and take more than 2 seconds to pink back up? If yes, that's poor circulation caused by inflammation. Now make a tight fist and squeeze as hard as you can. Does it hurt? Can you even close your hand completely? That's inflammation restricting your movement. This simple test shows exactly why you need this remedy, and it's what we're going to fix. So, what is this life-changing drink? It's called golden milk, and the secret ingredient is turmeric. You've probably seen turmeric in the spice aisle, that bright yellow powder next to cinnamon and ginger. But what you might not know is that turmeric contains curcumin, one of the most powerful natural inflammation fighters on the planet. This isn't folk medicine. It's science backed by over 10,000 studies. Here's how it works. Inside your joints, you have tiny alarm bells called cytokines. When your body senses damage or stress, these alarms ring, calling in inflammatory cells to repair the area. But in arthritis, those alarms never stop. They're stuck blaring day and night, flooding your joints with inflammatory chemicals that cause pain, stiffness, and that ground glass feeling. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, goes straight to those alarm bells and turns the volume down. It doesn't just mask pain like a painkiller, it tells your body to stop sending inflammatory signals. Studies show curcumin can reduce inflammation markers in the blood by up to 40% in weeks, comparable to prescription meds like ibuprofen, but without stomach issues, heart risks, or those scary side effects listed in drug commercials. But here's the catch, and this is mistake number 1. Your body struggles to absorb curcumin alone. It's like trying to soak up water with a plastic bag. Scientists call this poor bioavailability. When taken by itself, only about 1% of curcumin enters your bloodstream. The rest gets broken down in your liver. That's why you must combine turmeric with black pepper. Black pepper contains piperine, which boosts curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. Yes, 2,000%, not a typo. Without black pepper, you're wasting your time and money. Remember, turmeric plus black pepper, always together, never separate. Mistake number 2, not using fat. Curcumin is fat soluble, meaning it needs fat to travel through your bloodstream and reach your joints. Think of fat as a taxi for curcumin. Without it, curcumin goes nowhere. That's why we make this as a milk drink. The fat in milk, dairy, almond, coconut, oat, Whatever you prefer, acts as a carrier. Just ensure it has fat content. Skim or fat-free milk won't work. Mistake number 3, giving up too soon. This isn't a painkiller that numbs you in 30 minutes. It tackles inflammation at the root, telling your body to calm down. That takes time. Most people notice improvements around days 3-5, with dramatic changes by day 7. But you must be consistent. Drink it every single day. Margaret used this recipe, 1 cup every morning on an empty stomach before coffee or breakfast. The first 2 days, she felt little change. She called me on day 2 saying, "Dr. Sandra, it's not working." I urged her to trust the process. By day 3, she called again, her voice different. I slept through the night. My hands didn't throb. I could make a fist without crying. By day 5, she opened a pickle jar that had sat in her fridge for 2 months. By day 7, she cooked Sunday dinner for her whole family, rolling lasagna dough with her own hands, tears of joy streaming down her face. She felt like herself again. Margaret isn't alone. I've recommended this to over 200 patients with remarkable results. People who thought they'd never garden again are planting flowers. Those who couldn't hold a book are reading page after page. Knitters, painters, and pianists have revived their hobbies. One 73-year-old started woodworking. Another finally braided her granddaughter's hair after 5 years. Now here's something uncomfortable but true. There's no money in golden milk. Turmeric costs $3 or $4 for a jar that lasts months. Milk, black pepper, honey, cinnamon, you likely have these at home. The entire recipe costs about 50 cents per cup. Compare that to prescription arthritis meds costing $200, $500 a month, and you see why this isn't promoted in most offices. I'm not dismissing medications, they help some, but many never hear about natural options because there's no pharmaceutical rep bringing samples or ad budget behind turmeric. I'm sharing this because you deserve to know all your options. But be warned, if you try this, do it right. I've had patients say, "I tried golden milk and it didn't work," only to learn they stirred turmeric into cold milk and called it a day. That won't work. Turmeric needs heat to activate curcumin and be combined correctly. Don't skip steps, leave out ingredients, or take shortcuts. Before I give you the recipe, know golden milk isn't just for arthritis. It reduces joint stiffness, so you wake up flexible, not frozen. It improves sleep by calming inflammation, helping you reach deep restorative rest, often the first benefit patients notice. It supports your immune system with turmeric's antioxidants, keeping you strong during cold and flu season. It aids digestion, soothing your gut, and reducing bloating. And emerging research suggests curcumin may protect brain health, potentially reducing cognitive decline by crossing the blood-brain barrier. You're not just easing pain, you're supporting your entire body. A quick safety note. Golden milk is safe for most, but avoid it if you're on blood thinners, warfarin, Coumadin, take daily aspirin, have surgery in 2 weeks, suffer from gallstones, or are pregnant, breastfeeding. For everyone else, it's gentle and safe. If concerned, consult your doctor. But most will support you, especially if meds failed or caused side effects. Ready for the exact recipe Margaret and hundreds of my patients used? Grab a pen or save this. Here's what you need. 1 cup milk. Dairy, almond, oat, or coconut must have fat. 2% minimum. 1 teaspoon turmeric powder, pure, not curry blend. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper, non-negotiable. 1/4 teaspoon cinnamon, adds flavor, plus anti-inflammatory boost. 1 teaspoon honey or maple syrup, optional but recommended for taste. 1 to 4 teaspoon fresh grated ginger, optional, adds extra anti-inflammatory power. Here's how to make it. Pour milk into a small pot. Set heat to medium. Add turmeric, black pepper, cinnamon, and ginger, if using. Whisk vigorously until no turmeric clumps remain. Heat for about 5 minutes, whisking occasionally, warm but not boiling. Bubbles at the pot's edge are perfect. This activates the compounds without destroying nutrients. Pour into your favorite mug, stir in honey or maple syrup, and drink while warm. The warmth soothes an empty stomach. Drink it first thing in the morning, 15 to 20 minutes before breakfast for best absorption. If mornings don't work, drink it an hour before bed. Many prefer it at night for better sleep. Start with 1 cup daily for the first week. If results are good, continue daily for maintenance. During flare-ups, drink twice a day. Most notice improvements in 3-7 days, but commit to 2 full weeks before judging. This isn't a quick fix. It's healing at the root. Be patient. You don't have to live with arthritis pain. You don't have to give up holding hands with your spouse, playing with grandkids, or hobbies that bring you joy. Your body can heal with the right support. Margaret went from crying at 2 a.m. to cooking Sunday dinner in 7 days. If it worked for her, it can work for you. Try this golden milk recipe. Make it part of your routine. Give it 2 weeks. Notice small changes, less morning throbbing, easier buttoning, a full night's sleep. Small changes lead to big transformations. For more natural remedies, subscribe to this channel. I'll share how to take control of your health naturally without breaking the bank or filling your medicine cabinet with pills that cause worse side effects than the problem they treat. Take care of yourself. You deserve to feel good. You deserve pain free mornings. You deserve to live fully at any age. I'll see you in the next video.